One day after megastar Angelina Jolie shocked the world by revealing her very personal decision to undergo a double mastectomy, she's making another stunning announcement. Jolie telling People magazine she's now planning to have her ovaries removed, also as a preventative measure to stave off cancer. Tuesday's hottest search on Google was the Angelina Jolie news. And today's newspaper covers, well, they say it all. My brave Angie, my hero, my love. Those words from Jolie's other half, Brad Pitt. And Jolie's revelation has prompted women like my next guest to open up about their own experiences of undergoing a mastectomy. Joining me right now is Allison Gilbert. She is the author of Parentless Parents. Like Angelina Jolie, Allison lost her mom to cancer in her 50s, tested positive for BRCA1. That's the gene that puts her at very high risk for developing breast and ovarian cancer. And like Angelina Jolie, she elected to undergo a double mastectomy as a preventative measure. Allison, it's really nice to have you here, and we appreciate your honesty on this subject. You know, in the op-ed that so many people have read now, Angelina Jolie says the decision to have this mastectomy wasn't easy. So walk us through what the emotional, the mental status is for a woman to elect to have that type of surgery for what would considered to be healthy breast tissue at the time.
Well, it's so loaded, right? There's nothing more personal for someone's self-awareness and how you view yourself as your breast and how you look to the world and how you perceive yourself. But I think the difficulty comes even before the operation. It's deciding what to do with that constant fear. My mom got sick and died of ovarian cancer, and her sister, my aunt, died of breast cancer. My grandmother had breast cancer and died. So I felt like there was a target on me for my entire adult life. I knew I had to do something, and not just for me, but for my kids.
Well, as you talk about in the book, Parentless Parents, Angelina Jolie is in that situation as she wrote about her kids in the op-ed. How do you think that her coming forward to talk so openly and honestly about this helps to alleviate any stigma for women who are faced with this and want to walk through this with a brave face, but know that it challenges their femininity in some way?
Well, I think it's really empowering. I think anytime a celebrity is so brave and courageous to go forward and kind of admit what they're going through on a very personal level is empowering. But I think the most important part of this story that's come forward with Angelina being so brave to kind of share it is that now more information will kind of bubble up to the surface. And so those women who want the details and want the data and want to know what to do with this information, it's scary. But now hopefully more information will be readily available, and that's really the goal here, I think, is to empower women.
One thing that is certainly empowering is the conversation, at least how she describes the conversations she had with her kids, saying that I can tell my children that they don't need to fear that they will lose me to breast cancer. It is reassuring that they see nothing that makes them uncomfortable. They can see my small scars, and that's it. Everything else is just mommy, the same as she always was. What is your advice to moms out there?
I totally relate to that. There's not much I relate to with Angelina Jolie, but in this case, I relate to that. That's what I told my own kids. I told them that I want to be around as long for you as humanly possible. I do not want to have what happened to Aunt Ronnie, to Grandma Lynn, to your great-grandmother, to happen to your mom. It's for you. I want to do this for you. But more importantly, too, what I've told my daughter, I want her in particular to see that her mother is not passive, that you are proactive, that you don't have to wait and see what happens to you in life. You can kind of take the bull by the horns, see fear in the face, get the information you need, and then make decisions that hopefully will be life-changing and life-altering and life-affirming.
Allison Gilbert, great to have you here, and thanks for your work on this. The book that you have out is called Parentless Parents, and again, thanks for your honesty. I appreciate it.
Thank you.